It's Tuesday, the 8th of April, 1913, at the Abbey Theatre in Dublin. An Irish wordsmith tells his large audience that he's going to sing a brand new self-penned song. It's about a town in County Cavan. Inviting everyone to join in with the chorus, broad grins grew on the faces of the audience as the wordsmith proceeds to rhyme the last syllable of the town's name with words like gruff, huff, tough, stuff, and puff. Before coming to the last chorus, he pauses for a moment and says, "A little more noise next time, a little more volume. The phrasing is all right, the voice is good, but we want a little more volume." Over the rafters lifted. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Ballyjamesduff. The wordsmith in question at the Abbey Theatre was, of course, William Percy French. Born on the 1st of May, 1854, at Cluniquin House in County Roscommon, Percy French pursued his education at Foyle College in Derry and then at Trinity College, Dublin. In 1881, shortly after he had graduated from TCD as a civil engineer, the County Cavan Board of Works appointed him as Inspector of Drains. But when his inspectorate expired in 1887, he decided to branch out into journalism. However, his job as editor of the weekly comic The Jarvey was short-lived. Consequently, he became a songwriter, an adept banjo player, an artist, and most notably, a gifted raconteur. In October 1902, Pigott & Co. of Grafton Street, Dublin, published Famous Irish Songs, a hefty edition of comical ditties which included two of French's songs, Are You Right There, Michael? And Phil the Fluter's Ball. More songs by French would follow, namely Slattery's Mounted Foot and, of course, The Mountains of Mourne, the latter being a co-write with his musical friend and Church of Ireland clergyman, Reverend William Alexander Houston Collison, whose name, not surprisingly, appeared in advertising brochures and ads as Houston Collison. With banjo in hand and his paintbrushes always at the ready, Percy French spent the next 18 years thrilling audiences in packed theatres all over Ireland, England and Scotland. While performing in Glasgow, however, the 65-year-old became ill and was taken to his cousin's house in Formby, England, to recuperate. He died from pneumonia on the 24th of January 1920 in Formby, where he was laid to rest. 8 years after his death, the American Victor label released a recording of Come Back Paddy Reilly to Ballyjamesduff, the vocalist being John Sheridan, a tenor and flute player from Virginia, County Cavan, who had emigrated to New York. Let's have a listen to Sheridan's rendition.
Fortune has answered my call. Oh, the grass it grows green around Ballyjamesduff, and the blue sky it hangs over all.
With so much talk about Ballyjamesduff, people wanted to know more about the town's most famous character, Paddy Reilly.
Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Ballyjamesduff.
Did he really exist, or was he just a figment of Percy French's vivid imagination. Some say that Paddy was a Jarvey driver who had emigrated to Scotland and returned home when an older man. Others say that Paddy Reilly may have been buried in St. Joseph's, a graveyard in Ballyjamesduff. The mid-Ulster male was left in no doubt that he was a real person, as evidenced by the following excerpt from the 7th of October, 1939. Much to the regret of his many admirers, the celebrated Paddy Reilly of the song passed away at his home in Ballyjamesduff, County Cavan, at the age of 88 years. Perhaps more than any other singer in Ireland, County Louth tenor Brendan O'Dowda kept the legacy of Percy French alive for many, many years. A memorial to Percy French now stands in the county downtown of Newcastle, and an impressive bronze effigy of the songwriter, seated on a bench, can be seen in the place that inspired the song, Ballyjamesduff. In recent years, a splendid version of Percy French's classic was recorded to disc by Enda Reilly, a talented singer and guitarist from Dublin who's now based in Plymouth in Michigan. The song was included in his 2022 album, Whisperings. With one voice and one guitar, we'll end our story with Enda Reilly singing live, "Come Back, Paddy Reilly," to Ballyjamesduff.
Well, the Garden of Eden has vanished, they say, but I know the lie of it still. Just take a left turn at the bridge of Finane and stop when halfway to Coot Hill. 'Cause there I will find it, I know sure enough, when fortune has come to me call. For the grass it grows green around Ballyjamesduff, and the blue sky is over it all. And tones that are tender, tones that are gruff, are whispering over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Ballyjamesduff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. Well, me mother once told me that when I was born, the day that I first saw the light, I looked down the street on that very first morn, and I gave a great crow of delight. Now most newborn babies appear in a huff, or start with a sorrowful squall. But I knew I was born in Ballyjamesduff, sure that's why I smiled on them all. Tones that are tender, tones that are gruff, are whispering over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Ballyjamesduff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. And the baby's a man now, he's toil-worn and tough, still whispers, come over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Ballyjamesduff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me.